Hi everyone, this is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art, and today I'm going to be showing you the art supplies that I have accumulated in the month of October. It is the 20th, I think. I think it's the 20th today, so if I do get anything after this, which I doubt, I will just add it to next month's haul. I had like very specific things that I was after this month, and that's pretty much what I got. But I did find a couple other things along the way. So, paint pens have taken over my life. Um, I love them so much because they dry instantly, and I think it's just a matter of my impatience taking over for me, and also they don't bleed through. Now, I have found a drawback with them, and the drawback is it can be hard to layer on top of them with other mediums. So I'm still experimenting and working with that. But I did go to Pop Shelf. They used to have two light flesh colors, and I was going to get both of them, but it seems like either they're not carrying it or it's sold out. So I'm going to be picking them up as I go. I know it would be cheaper to get the set all at once, but sometimes I just don't have that bulk of money on me. So let me see which one this is. Beige. This one is beige, number 45. And I've got some books that for example, the Beatles book, the Elvis book. I've got some books that a lot of the pages, the majority of the pages are faces. And to be honest with you, I just do not have the patience to sit there and color it with pencil. Watercolor works good. Some books, it does. You can't really use watercolor. They're really, really thin paper. So you can use these on anything and nothing comes through. It's amazing. So I got that one, the beige, and I got gosh, I'm having deja vu. Did I show you this? If I did, I'm sorry. I got the pink. Yeah. These are the two I got. I thought this one was going to be a lot more like poppy magenta, but really it's very pink. I don't know if you can see it. It's not, I wouldn't say neon, but I don't know. We'll hit the light with it when I show you my pictures that I colored in the month. So I got those two. They sell these at Pop Shelf, open stock, so you can pick your colors when you go, and they are $4 each. Okay, so now I said to myself, okay, well, hold on. Okay, so this is my collection of acrylic pens. Some of these I got for Christmas or my birthday. Some of these, like the flesh tone set, there's, I don't know, maybe 12 of them I got from Temu last year. So this was my set. There was colors I was missing. I wanted a gray. I did not have a gray in any of these colors. I have silver, but it's very metallic, and I needed like a flat gray for my vampire book. So I decided to go back to Ross, because Ross is where I got these ones here. A couple of these sets, especially this Emmy and Elle, or Ellie, I don't know. I love that one. So I decided to go back and see if I could get, some more sets. And I found one. And I have fallen in love with this set, you guys. There's 80 in here. And it was $9.99. So, I didn't know what it was going to be like, but I was in there to get them, and get them I did. And I figured, they're skinny, they're going to run out quick, but look at all the colors. Now the colors, I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but let me see if I can turn it a certain way. It might catch the light. It's dark out, you guys. It's getting dark earlier and earlier. You guys can't see it, but there's a number like etched into the little sticker up there, so I can swatch them and find them, to look at them. But look at all the grays. When I looked at it, it had all of these grays. So is this one metallic? Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that. This one looks metallic. So these have a tiny point to them, so they're great for getting in those hard spots, because as much as I love the Posca, you know, this is what we're working with here, and that's what they sell, and that can be difficult to work with on certain things. So it is metallic. What do you know? I didn't use that one yet, so it took me a second to get it going, but I don't know if you can see the metallic in there. But yeah, so I think there is a silver too, if I'm not mistaken. This is like a copper. There's probably a silver. What's this one? This one has like the... So anyway, that's what they look like when you open them. There is 80. I just really, really, really like these. If you see these and you're in the market for acrylic markers, I would not pass them up. Now, when I was in Ross, there was only 2 acrylic marker items. I bought both of them. This is something else I'm getting ready to show you. They were pushed all the way to the back. It almost looked like someone, you know, hid them back there. Some, you know, maybe an employee or something, because I remember when I worked at a craft store, sometimes we would do stuff like that when we wanted something, but we didn't get paid yet. you know how it is. But, so I don't know if Ross is phasing out acrylic stuff or if it's just sold out. I don't know. But I saw that and I picked it up because I really liked how tiny the tips were and whatnot. So, and then the other item was this one. So this one was $11.99, and this is by the Creative Expert. This is 36 colors. There's the colors. And then, you know, showing you can use it on canvas, wood, plastic, or rocks. And more. So, you know, I suppose the more is paper, because that's what I've been doing with them. So this one opens up like that, like an envelope kind of, and then you slide the pens out. And these have, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it either, but these have like a pearlescent look to them. And I didn't know, you know, how that was going to be on paper, because some of them don't. Some of them are just flat. But I just thought that was kind of interesting. There was a lot of blues and greens for, you know, my ocean things that I like to color. And then there's, you know, there's some colors here that can be used for flesh. This green is like, it looks like the same thing, but one has like a pearlescent-y color. It's looking a lot darker than it is. But yeah, so I picked these up, and I'll show you the tips on these. So these are a lot fatter, you know, probably have more ink in them. The tip is same as the Posca pens. They're not as juicy as the small ones. They work fine. I haven't picked one up yet that didn't work. They're just, I don't know. They're not as creamy as what I would like them to be as my other pens. But I'm going to definitely use them because I bought them. But can you see? It's kind of soaking in now. But that's a light color. It's not as dark as the camera's making it. But yeah, so I picked those up too. And I've been having such a blast the last couple weeks coloring Halloween things with these. I've got my crayons out, and I've been mixing this with crayon. I can't wait to show you guys the stuff that I've colored, which will, you know, it'll be in another week and a half or so that I show you. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And then when this Halloween coloring is over, I'm going to try to do some different artwork with these in my sketchbook and see how that turns out. So that has been a lot of fun, and I'm super glad to have both of those. So that's that. Okay, the rest of it is not very exciting. I don't know if I showed you these or not, or if I just did a short, but I did get the Crayola neon colored pencils from yeah, I think I got them from Five Below, and they were $4. And so I can't remember if I showed you those or not. I have used them, and in my opinion, I still like the Crazy Art ones better. For 50 cents sometimes after school season is over. That's where I usually get mine. But regularly, I think they're $1. So if you're, into neon and you want to try out different ones, you don't have the Crazy Art ones yet, try those. Try those, because I think so far they've got all of the ones that I keep picking up beat. This one does have a really nice blue color, though. I don't remember which blue it is. There's 2 blues in here. I do enjoy the black wood. It goes on really creamy, so that's nice, because the Crazy Art ones are a little harder. They're just hard pencil, but the colors are so beautiful. There's that blue, and then you guys, I got a bunch of these paper. I don't know if they were for popcorn or what, but this is not it's not used. We got a bunch of these given to us, so I'm trying to use them for different things, and they make great palettes. I've been putting paint in them instead of using something that I gotta wash or whatever. But there's these 2 pretty blue colors. So, I'm glad to have them, because, I love my Crayola stuff. And it's my toys. Grown-up toys. I'm glad I got them. But I'm just saying, if you're really into neons, I think the Crazy Art ones are better. Maybe it's just because I haven't used them enough yet. I don't know. But there's that. Okay. I got something from Temu I wanted to show you and share. It's this. So my stickers were everywhere. I would take a portion of them and stick them with one journal, stick them with another journal, stick somewhere my stationery stuff was at. You know what I mean? I would just have stickers everywhere, and I saw this, and it's just like a binder. The little sections in here are about the size of a business card. So if you have real big stickers, it won't work. But if you're on TikTok, the TikTok shop has a big binder, and it has repositionable, the sticker stuff that you can reuse, the sticker paper that you can put your stickers on and then take it off and put other ones on, has that in there. I didn't need I just didn't want another big thing. So I got this one from Temu. It was a couple dollars, two something or whatever. And I put my stickers in there. So I've got my little anime girls. I've got my chihuahuas and bugs. My little 60s girls. I love these stickers. And the dudes. And then I've got my animals doing human things ones. These ones, like the pop art ones. Birds, what's left of birds. I've used a lot of those because I love birds. And I've got some Victorian girls. Sky, bands, mandalas, shoes, travel, art, Wizard of Oz, snapshots. Yeah, so, and then I've got, quite a bit more to fill up. But, I don't know how much more I really can put in there. But it's so nice to have everything organized, because now when I want to get a sticker, I don't have the anxiety of where did I put it and how much stuff am I going to have to make a mess with to dig it out. It's just there. It's right there. Now, of course, I do have big sticker sheets, stickers that I can't put in there, That's okay because those are all in one spot. So I got that. Let me see. Did anything else from anywhere else? No. So the rest of the stuff is from Dollar Tree. I wanted to show you these. I got a couple of these. These are playing cards. They've got Snoopy. They've got Bob Ross. They didn't have any Bob Ross in, but I happen to know they're selling them. They've got like the Friends, the show Friends. They've got the show The Office. So these are going to make great stocking stuffers. I got a couple of these for my girlfriends. They have these in the toys. These are mini pocket size Uno cards. So I got some of these. I just thought those were adorable. I love miniature stuff, and most people do. A lot of people do. While I was in the toys, I noticed these, and I grabbed them up in a hot second for my granddaughter. So this is Disney Princess color and sticker activities. This one is Moana, I guess, or maybe all of the princesses. I'm not sure, but you get 20 activity pages, 3 sticker sheets, and 4 markers. I just thought that was such a cute, oh, it's taped shut, I'm sorry. I just thought that was such a cute little kit thing, because when Spencer comes to visit me, a lot of times we're on the go, like we're going to restaurants and things like that, but she still likes to have something to do, packed with us, because sometimes in a tourist place, sometimes it can take a long time to be seated in restaurants and whatnot. And so, yeah, I thought me and her would have a really good time playing with these. You write, like, what the princess is thinking in there. So I got that one. And then I found this one for her. This one is Barbie. Look at these. Are these not adorable? You color in the Barbie thing. So, again, 20 pages, 3 sticker sheets, and 4 markers. If any of you still have little ones at home and you're looking for something stocking stuffers, these are pretty narrow. They'll slide right in. So, yeah. I found these. There's a lot of talk about these in the Dollar Tree groups and the Dollar Tree videos going on. So these are they're supposed to be like a wall collage, and you could put them on the wall if you want. Like if you were in a college dorm or something, that would be so cute. There's 30 of them. I picked up the one that says that's travel. There's ones that are like food. There's ones that have like animal prints, I think is what I saw. To be honest, I can't remember. The Dollar Tree I was at only had like 3 out of the sets that are out on the market. So, and the other 2 sets didn't appeal to me. So I got the travel ones because I thought that I could not only use them in my travel junk journals, but I might be able to use them in my travel coloring books. I just think they're cool. So this is what they look like. Thought we'd flip through them real fast. I love this one. I don't know if you know, but I used to live in Italy. I think this would be really cool to put in some of my books that I've made in regards to living in Italy. London, New York, Quebec, Portugal, the Caribbean, Germany, Japan. I have a Japan coloring book. I could on a page that's like just all pattern, I could put that in there. I think that would look really cool. And so we've got like the passport stamps, I guess, or stickers. This is pretty. Life is a Beautiful Adventure. We've got Montana, one place I've never been. Well, I mean, there's more than one, but just saying. Pyramids, the Golden Gate Bridge. So I will put this in. I have a book, I have a Star Wars coloring book that is dedicated to my brother who has passed on in 2020. So anytime I see anything that has to do with San Francisco, it goes in the Star Wars book, which I know you're thinking, what does Star Wars have to do with San Francisco? Star Wars is the first movie that my brother and I ever got to go out and see as children, in the theater. So it sticks in my mind forever, and I got that coloring book, and then it makes me think of him. So I'm dedicating like this, the coloring book is turned into a coloring / scrapbook, and it's going to be all like pictures of him and memories of him and things that I think to write down. So this will be great for that. We have the arch in Missouri. It doesn't tell me. I think it's St. Louis. Yeah. We have some more Japan, I guess. Some more license plates. Beautiful. I love this black and white. So you can, the back is open. You could make this into a postcard if you wanted to. Just, you know, make your line and make sure you have your place for your stamp and your return address and your address. So you could do that if you wanted to do that. Because postcards are expensive these days. I mean, not expensive, but compared to what they used to be when I was a kid, you know, they were like 20 cents, 30 cents. And now they're a lot more. So those are them. And I'm going to, I have a travel coloring book, and I'm going to put some of these in there as well. I thought for $1.25, they were adorable and worth picking up. And like I said, if you were going away to college or you have a college dorm, this would be so cute to put on your wall behind your bed. Oh my gosh, that would be adorable. So I did get that. I got, I had never seen these before. So this is from Jot, and it's 78 stickers, and this is all in regards to California, which again is going in that Star Wars coloring book, as weird as it sounds. So we got like the Hollywood stuff right here, and we have, these are cool. So, you know, they're like part matte and then part glitter, if you can see that. So I like the vintage look of these. That's very cool. And then the back page is just some letters. So yeah, I got those, and I was so excited. I found one sheet. I try to get every year. It's always been my thing to get one sheet of Dollar Tree stickers from my scary collection. You know, this had this on there, so I'm sure that it was not $1.25. It was $1.50. I think is what that kind of stuff is, the seasonal. But I did get them to have, because I don't know how much longer we'll be even getting Dollar Tree stuff. You know, they're going a little weird with their pricing. Got that. These were 50 cents. I guess they're discontinuing them. These are the little like wooden, they're laser cut craft icons is what they call them, but they're little wooden thingies. You can dangle them from your journal. You can use them on a page. You can paint them. You can, you know, glue them to something else. I have a couple sets of these. So I saw the water, you know, themed ones. So I was like, oh, yep, I'm getting those. So I got those. And then the last thing is, I was so excited because I never ever find this. And I found it, and I got 3 of them. But these are the journaling, the ink brand micro tip brush pens. I love these. I love these so much, and they're very hard to find. I mean, they sell out. Even when I got these, all the other pens were full that were around them, and these were like pushed all the way to the back. I got 3, and there was, you know, a few left. I didn't take them all. But I love the tips on these. I love the color of the ink. This is great. It's great. I use these in my sketchbook, and you can use them to write. So I was glad to find them. So that's it. That's what I got for the month of October. And I will see you back here to share finished pages. So happy Halloween, everyone. Have a good time. Bye.